Hi guys, welcome to video 3 of the Raising a Challenging Child series. This is basically a series about the trials and tribulations of loving a child. So if you have not caught on to video 1 and 2, please go check those out and then come back right here with us. So in the last video, we finished off with Glenn having a successful heart surgery, and then we were ready for things to calm down, right? They're bound to, right? And honestly, they did for a few years. Glenn was a very dynamic and sweet toddler. He loved watching Star Wars and Harry Potter movies, and he could geek out through a whole like 2 or 3 hour movie and then tell you exactly what the plot point was when he was like 2. And maybe that should have seemed a little bit strange to me, but at the time we just thought he was really smart and a huge nerd, just like Mom and Dad. But, you know, he's a 2-year-old who is hyper-focused and crazy intelligent, so who knew? We just thought he was hilarious and quirky. Our main focus at that time was to help him get really good nutrition and to work on getting to a healthy weight, and just giving him an amazing childhood, which I think thanks to my mom and my sister and my dad, we were able to take him to Disneyland like 7 times in the last 9 years. So we just wanted him to have a good time. But as Jason and I were talking about this video series the other day, we kind of remembered a story that kind of highlights some of the issues that we had with the low body weight. Mostly he could keep up with the other kids, and he was happy and he loved to eat. But like, here's just like a little story of how it did affect him. So when Glenn was 3 years old, we still lived in Portland, Oregon, and we wanted to go to the Starlight Parade. So we parked on the east side of the river, and we were just going to walk over to where everybody was sitting to enjoy the parade. So basically, like 2 or 3 miles of walking. So Jason put Glenn up onto his shoulders like a normal dad move, you know, right on my shoulders. And, you know, we walked across the bridge and we got into downtown Portland, and Glenn very casually was just like, you know, I want to get down, can I get down now? And Jason moved to put him down, and then the event happened. Basically, Glenn just started screaming his head off, and people were looking at us all through downtown Portland like, these people are beating their child, things are getting really intense, and Glenn is just screaming. It was 1 to a million in 1 second, and we were so confused because he was a very happy, easygoing child, and we were just like, what's happening? Basically, what had happened was in the couple of minutes that he was riding on Daddy's shoulders, both of his legs lost complete circulation. And so when Jason went to put him down, he got the pins and needles so bad. And, you know, it's kind of hilarious to think of now, but back then we were so scared, and we actually ended up calling the doctor right after that, because even just like sitting in the car, and Glenn would cross his legs, and then his legs would fall asleep, and he would be screaming, and he's very dramatic when he's mad, so it's very intense. What the doctor just said was, you know, he doesn't have any body fat, and nothing is cushioning him when he's putting pressure on his blood vessels, and just even the tiniest pressure, his own pressure, anybody's doing anything to him will cut off the circulation to his legs. So we hoped that he would get used to it, but even to this day, like, we still have to remind him not to cross his legs, and when he does, then his legs fall asleep. He's a little bit better about the reaction of it now, but his legs still fall asleep, and he is like limping around like, why is my life like that? So overall, it's a pretty minor situation. We got really lucky in the fact that, you know, he doesn't fatigue easily. He loves to play. He's high energy. So, you know, just that one thing that we deal with occasionally. And so, you know, we felt really, really good about our situation. My husband ended up joining the Air Force, and we moved away from our whole support base, and we thought, you know, everything's going to be great. Glenn started preschool at our new home, and you know, we thought the things that were happening were typical boy things, you know, not listening to his teacher, not wanting to participate, you know, not wanting to participate in like art and writing because he wanted to go be busy. And so, you know, everything's great, and we planned to have a baby number 2 because we thought, you know, we got over our hump. So let's add another child into our situation. And then the year that Glenn turned 5 was a huge shock for us all. And you know, this was a really short video, just like a little story, but we're gonna stop it now and finish the thought of year 5 for Glenn in the next video. So please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We hope that you guys will share our story with your friends and your family, especially moms who are having a hard time or going through the similar struggles as we did. And we will catch up with you next time. Bye!